Hey there, Cosmic Warriors, and welcome to this live reading session with me, Hannah. I'm just going to wait a moment to see who joins. Let's see if anybody is interested in booking a live session this evening. I hope that you are having a wonderful weekend so far. Let's see who joins. And feel free to say hello in the chat. Let me know what's going on. I wonder if like I did before, I'm not sure. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll share. I'm just gonna show you some books whilst I wait, if anybody is curious. I'm not sure if you've seen the TV series Spy Family. It's on Netflix and it's anime. So one of my friends got me the whole family books. How cool is that? Yeah. There's number 7. Spy Family. It's very wholesome. I love Anya. Anya. She is a telepath. It's telepathic. Indeed. She can read minds. And then we have the assassin and the spy. They all come together as a family. So good. Yeah. But anyway, as I am showing, I'm just letting you know that if you would like to book a live reading with myself, you can do so down below. Hi to Lily Beans. Hi to you. You are tuning in from Canada. Yes. I believe, from what I remember, Capricorn, right? Your sun sign is Capricorn. You had a birthday recently. Am I right in saying that? And Claudia, hi Claudia. I am doing good, thanks. Happy New Year to you, Claudia. Only book. Oh, you want to only book via PayPal? Bum bum bum. I don't have that available at the moment. I will take note though for maybe another time. It's just that I'd have to change things right now and it'll take a minute, but I do apologize if that is an issue for you, but thank you for expressing your interest, of course. And hello to King Capricorn. Welcome to you. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. And oh yes, happy New Year, Claudia. Hi to Sammy or Sammy. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Hi. I am good. Yeah, I'm good. Do you know what? I've been listening to a really, really interesting audiobook called Decoding Reality. I'm not sure if anybody's listened to it or heard it. So fascinating. And to Lily Beans, basically, yes, your birthday was on Christmas Day. That's right. Hello to Jocelyn. Welcome back to you. From what I remember, is your birthday coming up soon? I hope I'm remembering you correctly. And no problem. Claudia, okay, no problem. I'm saying, yeah, I'll take note for next time to see, obviously, because if PayPal is your only option, then it would have to be a case of me going over that as an option to provide in the future. Hello to Laura. Hi, welcome. You are listening from Minnesota. Nice. Well, I hope that your day is going well so far. Oh, you're looking to relax. Nice. Yeah. Take it easy, chill. it's nice, to join live streams, I think. Definitely on the go. Yes. Hello to Astra. Welcome. Oh, nice. So this is your Astro account. Very good. Very good. I hope you are having a nice start to the new year, by the way. We're 11 days into Capricorn. What am I on about? Not Capricorn season. My apologies. We're 11 days into the new year. But yeah, 11 days into the new year, which is kind of wild. And then I was at the shop the other day and I noticed that they had Easter things in. I mean, it's gonna happen. It happens all the time, but still, I just find it just so early. It's so early. It's this thing of what's up next. It's always the next thing, the next thing. Okay, well, Christmas has come and gone. Valentine's Day, Easter, like it's always the next thing. And it's always about money. Money. Anyway, I'm just being silly. You have to just you have to laugh about it, don't you? Oh, my books aren't going in correctly. I'll wait till the end to do that. I was just showing my books that my friend got me for Christmas. Spy Family book collection, if anybody's watched it. You were looking for spring clothes. Yeah, do you know what? It is good to be prepared. It is. I would say that whilst I'm talking about the next thing, I'm also someone who likes to prepare for things. Yeah. I mean, as soon as September hits, all of my autumn stuff goes up, even though autumn doesn't technically start until Libra season, but sure. Anyway, so Jocelyn, you have booked. Brilliant. Thank you so much. I am going to get your reading ready. And yes, you know what? You're right. You're so right. Spring colors are lovely. Lilac. I feel like lilac is a very spring color. Yellow. Peach. Oh, yep. You're reminding me of mugs I have. Spring mugs. Oh, no. Yeah. Okay. I'm excited to get those out in a few weeks. I'm like, up next. Da, 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 da. And then I'm literally like that. Anyway, so I'm going to get your reading loaded here. Sorry, Jocelyn. I'm just kind of chatting away. And to Astra, my big three. Can you guess? Oh, and Claudia, I hope that you've been able to find something nice. Have you noticed anything that you're wanting to purchase for spring, clothing wise? Okay, loading. Sorry, my apologies. The screen is loading. This process, it does take a little bit longer than, excuse me, than PayPal. But we make it. We make it work. Where are we? Can I get the information there? Okay, I have to go all the way in. That's okay. That's fine. Let's see. Yes. So Sun is in Aquarius. So my birthday is gonna be coming up. And so my rising sign is Virgo. And then the moon sign is Aries. What about you? By the way, sorry, I'm just in two places at once. What about you? What are your big three? Go here. It put you in a great mood. Oh, that's good. Good, Claudia. You thought I was a Libra. Well, my progressed right in Libra. So maybe if I can give off those vibes a little bit. Who knows? Could be that. Okay, let's have a look. I am getting your chart ready. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Da-da-da-da-da. It's on the. Actually, I'm not going to say when your birthday is because I don't want to give out your information. But it's soon. It's coming. Let's see. Focus, Hannah. Sorry, I'm currently trying to focus, and at the same time, I noticed that loads of you are saying hello, and I do appreciate you for tuning in. I appreciate you for being here. I'm jumping between screens. You should see the state of me right now. Okay. I think it's that one, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Double check that. Yes, that is correct. Yes. Yes. They are starting right now. Yes. So I'm currently taking some bookings for this session. Oh, yes, Jocelyn, you have a Virgo rising too. And Astra, you have a Scorpio rising with a Taurus moon and a Cancer sun. Oh, I feel like that's a really nice blend. You're eating your homemade jello, mango and strawberries. Oh my gosh. I'm not jealous at all. That sounds so nice. That's like that is amazing. You made it yourself too. I love that. I love it. Okay, let's focus. Do you know what's really nice? Just jam, a nice strawberry jam. Oh, and in the middle of spring or summer. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, now I am getting excited for springtime. I do love the warm weather, I do. I do. We have had crazy winds here. Just bonkers. Right. Let's see. Oh, hold on a second. Jocelyn, do you have any questions or any area you want me to focus on today? Hey, do you even want maybe a small overview of your year ahead? I could do that. Let me know. Also, lily beans, mango, strawberries. Oh, beautiful. Love mice. I love pineapple. How good is pineapple? You're very kind. So there's no schedule. So basically, we have someone who has booked, and I have a couple more slots. So the way it works is, if you're not here, I get it. You all have lives. You have stuff to do. If you're not here, I keep the video up anyway for you. Sammy, you're a Pisces sun with a Capricorn moon and a Taurus ascendant. Oh, okay, feels like quite a grounding energy. Yes, yes. Or yes, earth and water. Oh, thank you, Jocelyn. You're so kind. It should be 20 below. Oh, okay, okay. Very low. General. Okay, more just general. I get ya. A general reading. No problem. Let's do it. Okay, what I'll do then is I'll grab this, and then we'll grab this. Excuse me. I always eat before I come on, and then I need to burp. Obviously, I don't want to burp on live, so it comes out as a hiccup, I think. I think that's what happens. I'm talking too much. Okay. Loading, come on. My computer. I think it is a sign. I probably need to get a new computer this year. Yeah. I think. Okay. Save. Yeah. Oh dear. Okay. Laura, you say you've got Taurus Sun, Cancer rising, and you've got that Capricorn moon. Okay, so we've got more earth, water in the house. A lot of earth and water going on today, viewers. Nice. Is there something in the air? I'm joking. Okay. Jocelyn, we're gonna focus. I'm gonna focus and settle in. Just to let you know that I try not to look at the comments whilst I do read charts, mostly because I don't want to get distracted. But yeah, anyway, just to let you know that. But let's explore you, Jocelyn. Just give me a moment whilst I analyze your chart. Let's have a look. General reading. What's going on? I hope this is the correct chart. I believe it is. I think it is. Yeah. Oh, you say you've been sick of, you've, you, oh, have you felt quite unwell? Okay, you've been unwell since the end of November. Ah, well, you know what? I'm sorry to hear that. It's not nice. Do you know what? It's not nice because it can feel like you're really out of control or there is no control. You know, there's no control. There's like this thing of where do you go from here? You know, it's not nice to feel so limited and blocked, right? So I guess what we can do then, Jocelyn, is we can enter into your reading through that very lens. And to everybody else who is chatting and commenting and everything, I do appreciate you still chatting, but just to let you know that I'm not intentionally ignoring you. I am about to read Jocelyn's chart. So I will check in with you in a moment. Okay, so let's think about this then for you, Jocelyn, when it comes to your health. Interesting. Well, we do see some pretty notable, I guess you could say, vibrations happening within the chart. Because we see, for instance, that you do have Mercury retrograde in Aquarius in the 6th, and this planetary body, which is Pluto, is really coming in here. And I guess the vibrational influence of Pluto could be that things feel somewhat powerless for you right now. And I'm especially saying this from a place of how Pluto is creating this resistant energy, I guess you could say, to Saturn. And Saturn is retrograde in Cancer, opposite, right? Opposite even your sun in Capricorn. So what this can imply, what it can suggest is that your vitality is quite low, right? This low on energy, feeling limited by your experience. There could be all sorts of emotional complexities coming up to the surface. It could be also this case of when will this ever end? When will this ever change? Right? These kinds of things could be happening. Now, on that note, whilst I do empathize, and I think it's important to hold space, to be sensitive is what I'm trying to get at, to be sensitive here. At the same time, I'm feeling a bit like Perhaps this slowing down process is trying to teach you something in some way, almost like it's trying to highlight something about burnout where you've maybe been running on overdrive. This is what I'm sort of getting from this influence a bit, because we further see that, yes, your sun is in Capricorn, but a lot of these planets have piled up in Capricorn over the past couple of weeks, right? Over the past couple of weeks. And what's also going to start to happen is they're going to get closer and closer. They're edging closer to where the sun is. So what's this going to suggest? I mean, this could suggest imbalances. It could even suggest a reflective time to maybe consider where in life you might be running yourself into the ground, where you might be giving off your energy too much, and how you might basically take on a lot of responsibility that might not even be yours to take on. That could be an option, or it could be yours to take on, but that still feels like a lot of weight. Saturn, to me, with this vibration, highlights a type of heaviness, the heaviness of duty, the heaviness of responsibility, especially within your family. What I'm getting from this slightly, right? Family dynamics, the pressures of maybe children that you're supporting right now, the pressures of people that you're looking after, loved ones. Then again, maybe what this is also pointing toward is that it's a time for you to look after yourself, right? That could be where the balance lies. Yeah, a time to look after yourself. And then the other thing about this, if we want to add this in, is the fact that the very dispositor of Saturn in your chart which is the moon, it's in the 12th and it's in Leo. So with this, Leo gives this vibrational sort of influence, this output of, okay, individuality, authenticity. It's about the self. The moon in Leo here can highlight, well, especially in the 12th house, can highlight this sensitivity surrounding your emotional needs, support. What I'm further getting from this is, when in life have you reached out for support and help from others? Is it a case of you often feel like you need to hold everyone and everything together? See, we also have to bring some other themes here, and we need to bring in other themes, such as, this is an important one, I would say, how Saturn and Neptune are finishing up in Pisces in your 7th house of relationships, and they are opposing the ascendant. So what I'm getting from this here is to do with so much responsibility from others and the weight of that pressure, and possibly what could happen in the next coming weeks, especially as Neptune leaves the 7th, Saturn leaves the 7th, is that you'll almost be pushed towards a finalization of where your energy is being maybe suggested wasted or limited or have too heavily restricted. What I'm really getting at is a type of freeing up of space, more to create more space It's almost like this tightness or this narrowness right now where it feels so limited, like all of the walls are closing in around you. They're coming in around you, and you're thinking, "Oh my gosh, I just want this to end." It can feel like that. It can almost feel like you're looking at the same four walls. You're noticing the same patterns. You're noticing the same things over and over. When will this end? It can really feel like insanity here. So, what I'm going to say here is that within this very process, how can you find some space to breathe? How can you find some space to ask yourself, am I being honest with myself about help and support? Are there times when you choose not to reach out because you think it doesn't matter? People won't listen. There's some system that is limiting you, is blocking you, right? It could be a part of a much more how do we say, systemic thing, more of a organizational structural thing, literally outside of you. But even within that, what I can't help but think is that it's almost like this outside of you process of these limiting qualities. It's trying to reflect something back at you about the support and the care that you give to yourself, right? If we think about this, because the first house, the ascendant, it's you. It's your body. It's your physical movement and your physical condition and the things that you need in order to feel well. So, the final kind of thing I'm going to say to you, Jocelyn, is what's going to happen in the next coming weeks is those Capricorn planets, you'll notice the transit versions are all going to move. They're going to connect with your natal Mercury. Mercury is retrograde in the 6th. Then Pluto is also there. Mercury rules you, right? Mercury's the chart ruler. Because it's the chart ruler, Mercury here speaks to your self-identity, your physical condition, your physical body. So, what I'm getting, this is really interesting. I feel like as those planets really start to join up with Mercury, it's going to give off this whole new frequency output that you just might be able to sync yourself up with. And that could manifest, for example, as something clicking into place, information that finally makes sense, something about a collapsing that you notice as a reinvention, as a type of transformation. It could also be a time where you really go within and think about, okay, well, which parts of my health have I been not, have I not been honest about? How can I take back greater control? Not necessarily by trying to force things to move, force things to happen, but there could be a level of smaller steps you can take to get the information you need so that you can move forward from a place of greater autonomy. I think, yeah, this is the type of influence that says there's there's gonna be more of this energetic output that will be available to you to do with what? Change, reform, making a difference, seeing things from a different perspective, right? Thinking outside of the box about your health and about also routines, your everyday practical things you can do to support yourself, all of that. So I think, yeah, this is what I'm noticing for you, Jocelyn. Yeah, okay. Jocelyn, thank you so much, and I hope that was supportive. Good. I'm thank you for your feedback, and I'm really glad. I am glad. I'm yeah, I'm trying to sort of train my brain to try and not look at astrology as this is going to happen and this is going to happen. I'm trying to change my language a little bit to the layers that can be available and the types of vibrations and frequencies that the planets give off, and that we can align ourselves with them, and that there is probability. Yeah. Anyway, thank you, Jocelyn. And I want to say happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. I hope you have a lovely day. And I'm sorry that you've just been feeling so poorly. I hope that you can make the most of your birthday and still enjoy it, enjoy it. Celebrate you. It's your day. Thank you so much. And hello to, oh, okay. You say you're learning to say no. Yeah. That's it. Sometimes you have to just put yourself first. I do feel that kind of heaviness, that sort of burden, that burdensome feeling that can come with Saturn and Neptune like that in Pisces. And you're really sort of, I think you're coming to this point of realization, is what I'm getting. Hello to Karina. Hi to you. And do I have a video about the different types of charts? I do. Let me grab that video for you and I can place it in the messages. I'm just seeing if anybody else has booked. No, but that's okay. I will retrieve that video for you. It's there. I titled it. I don't know. I think it might be called Chart Shapes. Let me see. Oh, what's that? What's that? Oh, it's just a different photo. I think this is it. Excuse me. Okay. I think this is it. Okay, I'm going to paste this into the, I hope that's right. There, I put it in the live chat. I hope that's the right one. I'm pretty sure it is. But thanks for requesting that. I hope it's somewhat helpful. I mean, it could be better. It could be better, but it's going to give you, it's very basic stuff. I mean, I'm glad that I can share information about astrology, and I want to continue to do that. I want to continue to sort of look at the isolated parts, because I think that it is important to look at the different parts to further our understanding as to how it is connected, how it's all interconnected. And I think also it's important to explore the rationale behind astrology. So I want to continue to do that. It's just that my approach, how I do readings and how I wish to communicate it, it's going to change. Yeah, it's going to change. But you know what? At the same time, I also want to be playful with astrology. I want to be playful with it and try and not take it so seriously all the time either. I think that's the beauty of it. I think that is the beauty of it. You can look at astrology through many different lenses, I guess. Right? Because it doesn't belong to anyone. Right? Doesn't belong to anyone. So yeah, there is that. Obviously there's certain methods and rules, I guess, which is important to follow. There is a structure, that's a better word. There's a structure, there is a foundation to it. But basically, when it comes to astrology, I think it's important to find your own way. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try and attempt to put my Spy Family books away, and then I can show you more books, maybe. I can do that whilst I wait for others to book, and sure, even if we don't hear from anyone this evening, that's fine too. If you do wish to book with me, though, you can do so by going to my website, hannahselsewhere.com. Can you go in? No. Anyway, right, I will show you another book. This one. Oh, yeah. I'll show you this book. It's called The Art of Urban Astronomy. It's about astronomy, which I think is good. I think it's important to learn about astronomy as well. I know they used to be one and the same, but they're not anymore. Damn. Well, I suppose like astrology is still a part of astronomy, but yeah, you know what I mean. Okay, that's better. So, let's see. I don't even remember what's in this book. I haven't looked at it in a long time. Oh, well, it does have the zodiac in it. Yep. Well, there's Taurus. You should see what the constellation looks like. Where am I putting? Yep. And here, it is very interesting because Capricorn is a part of the very watery constellations. Oh, here they all are here. See, you obviously can't really see very well, but basically Capricornus, Aquarius, and Pisces are all very watery constellations, and it's interesting when you see that development happen because the winter solstice aligns with the beginning of Capricorn season, and the winter solstice is when the sun is reborn in the northern hemisphere. And so if you think about hold on, sorry, just to quiet that. If you think about the goatfish, there is the fish tail underneath, and then there is the goat as the upper part of Capricornus. Anyway, and what that to me symbolizes is it's that type of rebirth of the sun, but it's also about returning from the waters, emerging from the waters of darkness. So actually, Capricorn as an archetype is very intuitive. There's something highly intuitive about Capricorn, and that's interesting to me because I've been learning a lot about Alan Watts, and he was a Capricorn. Very wise man. But anyway, Capricorn starts that process. So it's that slow emergence to the light, I guess you could say, right? Capricorn really does in a large way live in the dark, but as we're trying to get at here, it's that slowness towards the light again, right? As the days actually start to get tiny bit longer, bit longer. And then when we get to Aquarius season, even though Aquarius season aligns with the middle of winter, of course, where it's very, very cold, right? What Aquarius actually symbolizes is the rains. It's the floods. it's the floods that come in to support our ecosystem, to support the roots, and to help with plants that will grow by Aries come Aries season. And in a similar way, Pisces is so much about that, right? You think about Aquarius is the water bearer, okay? What the water is in that container. And if you look at Aquarius, it's the water that's being poured out into the world. And that, yes, that can be literally the water to help with the earth, but also that's quite a humanitarian thing too, I guess. It's that thing of sharing information. It's passing on what Aquarius knows freely. It's to share of information rather than gatekeeping it and being like, no, I'm going to keep this. I want to keep this for myself because I don't want others to have it. Aquarius aligns, with that, the myth Prometheus. Yeah, Prometheus, who stole the fire from the gods and gave it to humanity. And the gods were like, oh, what are you doing? You can't be doing that. And so they punished him. They punished him by, well, Zeus punished him by tying him to a rock where he would have his liver eaten out every single night by some eagle. And then the insanity of that was that it would grow back every morning. So the eagle would return to eat the liver and it would repeat and repeat and repeat. Yeah. And then, sure, I'm pretty sure that Chiron then is a part of that story. I think it was Hercules that begged Zeus to trade the immortality of Chiron for Prometheus, something like that. Yeah, it's a really, really interesting story to consider, I think, when we think about Aquarius. Yeah, because I think Aquarius could choose to do not so nice things with what it knows. But the humanitarian in Aquarius, I think, is about giving to humanity and being quite honest about that. But then we get to Pisces, of course, and Pisces is that final sort of watery constellation that I was saying about. It's literally the fish. Come on. It's the fish. But those two fish, they're tied together by a cord. This cord reminds us of infinity. It reminds us of non-duality, right? And that makes me think about Alan Watts again, because I think he would often describe it as we are all the ocean, but each person within the ocean is a wave of the same thing. I'm probably not saying that correctly. There's probably a lot of things I haven't said correctly, but I'm just going from the top of my head. But that was really interesting to me because it showcases that we all are part of the same unified field. Yeah, very, very interesting. So that was a bit of a tangent, but I just wanted to talk about it, I guess. Let's see if there are any others to show you. Yeah, there's so many constellations. I'm curious about the other constellations other than the zodiac ones. Oh, and also, sorry, because if Capricorn is about the reemergence of the sun, the rebirth of the sun, what that also suggests is that Cancer is very symbolic of the death of the sun, the underworld. So it's almost like Cancer ushers us into the underworld. And then here's the other thing I learned through the mythology. I think it was the Babylonian mythology. Yeah. Is Gemini, right? So the sign that comes before Cancer. Gemini acts as the one who stands at the gate. the entrances to the underworld. The entrance into the underworld and the entrance out of the underworld. So if you kind of think about it, I'm trying to think about this through the sun's lens, okay? So the sun then must, in a way, symbolically pass through. So as it passes through Gemini, when it comes into Gemini season, it's, to me, it's almost like it enters through into the underworld. Yeah. Or more so, we can look at it as towards the end of Gemini season, it enters into the underworld, and then by Cancer, it's already starting to go down into the underworld. Okay, interesting. Yeah. And if you look at the glyph of Gemini, it is shaped like a doorway, right? It's shaped like a doorway, an entrance, the pillars. But I think what that also symbolizes is it's that duality, the duality principle again. So whilst Gemini symbolizes duality, I think it's Pisces that symbolizes non-duality. But even Gemini then within itself highlights non-duality. But it's still the opposing forces that we're met with through Gemini, right? It's the whole thing of two sides of the same coin, opposites attract. Yeah, it's so interesting. But anyway, I'm just kind of rambling about this book. I don't know if it's making any sense or if it's even interesting. So, do you know what I just realized? The constellation of Leo kind of looks like a hanger. Kind of looks like a hanger. Where is it? Oh, am I doing this right? It's all blurry. Yeah. Kind of looks like a or an iron. Kind of looks like an iron. You hang your clothes up, you iron your clothes. Yeah. I mean, Aries, what is that? Aries, come on, that's so pathetic. Aries is the most bland constellation. It's so boring. But Sagittarius, oh my gosh, Sagittarius is awesome. Look at that. Scorpio is pretty cool too, I gotta say. Yeah. Yeah. But come on, Aries. Is that all you got, really? Oh no, it's got the dreadful I'm joking. Ophiuchus. Oh no. The one who shall not be named. Ophiuchus who? Yeah. She doesn't go here. She doesn't go to this school. Anyway. But yeah, Sagittarius constellation is crazy. It's kind of wild. Kind of wild. Do you know what Virgo kind of looks like? Virgo looks like a Cinderella shoe. Which one? The Leo one? Do you think the Leo one looks like a Cinderella shoe? Do you know what Virgo? Do you know what Virgo looks like? Virgo looks like it's slamming a basketball into a net. It's like reaching up to slam dunk a basketball. That's what I see anyway. It's all up for interpretation, isn't it? Yeah, I'll just hang it like this if any of you are interested. Lily Beans, you say that in Sidereal you're Sagittarius Sun and Rising. Ooh, do you know what? I haven't really looked into Sidereal astrology much, so I'm not even sure what that means, but I mean, it sounds cool. If it's anything to go by what Western astrology is like. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I'm noticing in this. Well, it's been 50 minutes, so I might take this as a sign to probably leave soon. Means I can go and get a wee cup of tea. But sure, Jocelyn, your reading is going to stay up. And this whole ramble, this conversation, right? Well, I know you can't really, you can't speak to me. It is a computer messaging, which isn't the same thing. I get it, but still, conversation and everything will be up. Let me see. Let me have a look at this. Vernal equinox, yeah. Celestial sphere. Types of stars. Oh, types of stars. A supernova, a red giant, a supergiant. Do 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 do. Bum bum bum. Where's that one? Let me see. Spring, autumn. Oh, it doesn't say. No. Oh, southern hemisphere, that's why. Oh, it's saying, oh, right, okay. I thought that the Aquarius, Capricorn, and Pisces were aligned with wintry sort of constellations. It says spring here. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, I'll look into that later. We have someone else who booked actually, and that was Laura. Amazing. Thank you so much, Laura. Let's have a look at your chart. Let me load everything to explore your chart. Okay. Ah, that's so nice, Elifine. So is it pronounced, is your daughter, I'm assuming daughter, your firstborn's name, is it Jana? Is that how you pronounce their name? That's so nice. And thank you very much. You're very kind. Journalist Brian, thank you for your question. No, it's not really something that I can answer, but I do appreciate you for asking. Oh, how does Taurus look? Hold on. Sorry. Hold on. Taurus, let me see. Where are the constellations? Are you wanting me to just show you what Taurus looks like, or hold on, sorry. 2 seconds. It's somewhere. I could have swore that those constellations were wintry constellations, but well, whatever. It depends on where you are in the world. Come on. Where did you go? I've lost them. Wait. I don't know. Damn. Where? Oh no. I'll get it here. Oh, here. Okay. Here. I can't see what I'm doing. Taurus. This is Taurus here. Now, apparently, I'm pretty sure that the Pleiades, the cluster of stars, the Pleiades is located near or in Taurus. And I see that cluster of stars all the time, and it's so pretty. But anyway, so I'm trying to now focus. Let me see. Yeah, it is quite blurry. I do apologize. Jana, lovely. Right, let's get your chart ready. And I'm also going to change the titles so that nobody else books during this session, because after your reading, I am gonna get going. Go here. Mosquito. It does look like a satellite. Mosquito legs. Oh dear. Okay. Focus, Hannah. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's save. Hello to Death Star Betty. Welcome to you. Okay. Laura, let me just grab your information and get it into the chart calculator. Bum, ba, bum. How good is technology? You got bumped out for a bit. Oh, well, I'm glad you made it back. Got another F sign in the house. Well, sun sign or sign. Let me check that actually. Where was that? Oh, right, okay. This one. So, Laura, do you have a question or do you have an area you would like me to focus on during your reading? No. No, that's okay. Do you know what I wish Astro.com had? I wish Astro.com had a way for me to reduce the orbs so then I can limit the aspects. I can change the aspects. Yeah, I wish I could do that. Change the orbs. I guess I just have to do it in my head. I have to actually think. Okay. So, 2 seconds. I'm just loading your chart, Laura. Okay, you say that. Okay, you want to set a boundary. You did. You set a boundary with your BF. You asked him to meet you with equal effort and honesty. You told him you will no longer chase him if he won't return your energy. He said he needed time to respond. Right. So you're looking for some support, of course, during this time. Why is this not? Have I froze? Oh, great. What is happening to my computer? I froze. Oh, my word. Oh, no, we're here. I thought I froze. Okay. Yes, so you're, of course, then looking for support here with this situation. Let me just read it again and like feel into the tone and everything else, okay? I need a second. Hmm. Okay. Okay. So let's explore this. Let's go to transits. Let's figure out what's happening now. Which kinds of influences are maybe aligning with this? How is the field reflecting this? Let's see. Just give me a moment, Laura. I'm trying to look to your chart and assess it through your question and also naturally show sensitivity as I do so. Right. So, what I'm getting from this here is a lot to do with reciprocity. That's the overarching theme. I hope you can still hear me. I hope I'm not breaking up or anything and I'm clear. Yeah, what I'm getting from this is the overarching theme is reciprocity and mutual respect. Yeah. There's a lot of that happening right now. If we consider how there's so much Capricorn in the sky being activated, right? And this is all happening in your sector of life that is relationships, partnerships. So, of course, what this can suggest is that there's an energetic shift of respect, of recognition, and healthy boundaries are coming into this when we consider Capricorn as a boundary setter. But there's more to this. There's more to this because you already have the moon in Capricorn, and the moon makes these squares to Jupiter and Saturn in Libra. Okay, so what can this imply? Well, one, I think that this suggests that you're big on this equilibrium influence. I think you're big on not just justice as per se, but I think it's more about knowing that what you add, what you bring to a relationship dynamic is based on a healthy sense of give and take, almost like you are someone that might weigh things. So the minute that things feel out of balance or there is an energetic shift that's almost too extreme on either side, either from you or your partner or your friend, whoever it is, then I think I can't help but think that's when you notice those shifts. I also even think that this is something that's even more subtle than that. It doesn't necessarily have to be a big, massive shift. Of course, it can feel like that right now because so much has piled up into Capricorn, and that's the kind of compression that is maybe being felt right now. This compression of okay, well, I don't feel like I'm being respected. I don't feel like I'm being heard or validated here or seen. But what I'm trying to get at is I think that even the most subtle things can be felt by you. There's something else then I'm going to bring into this slightly, Laura, and it's to do with how Pluto retrograde in your chart opposes Mars. Okay, it's not, the orb's a bit wide, but there's still a bit of this opposition, I would say. And what this can imply is, well, it can imply a warlike influence, a warlike clash. And I think that warlike clash tends to happen whenever, I'm going to say this, whenever you feel like you've reached your own limits. Here's the thing. I am curious about what's led up to this event within itself, because I'm trying to not look at the event in isolation. I'm also trying to assess, where in the past, or where have you up until recently not been so upfront or vocal about your own needs? I can't help but think that you could be someone that puts something to the side, right? You sort of go, right, well, this is coming up. Maybe there's an emotional need comes up within you, or there's a feeling, right, with that moon in Capricorn. And what you might do is you could run that through your own system as, okay, is this effective? Is this practical? Is this important? Is this thing important? And you might at times go, well, you know what, it's not really that important, and I would rather maybe get along, or I would rather connect in a different way. Even the moon is making a trine to your Taurus planets, right? You've got Venus and the Sun and Mercury there. And Taurus can be this type of archetype that's about stability and calm. Like, let's keep it calm. Chill, very laid back. I would say you're a very laid back person, okay? But then you kind of notice, it's like things pile up. It's like you notice the little things that keep ticking, but then it almost seems like out of nowhere, you reach that breaking point and you simply cannot do it anymore. It's almost as if to say, there's no turning back from this. I have to get this out. I'm so angry. I'm so fed up. And then all of a sudden, the anger, it feels like you've went from 0 to 100. It feels like that. Well, no, let me rephrase that. It appears like that, but it doesn't necessarily feel like that. I think that the feeling is that you know when that breaking point is. And then that could be where you're very much strong on, no, can't do this. So, what I'm going to highlight here is Jupiter, for one, is transiting Cancer, is in your first house, and is opposing this Capricorn stuff. So, my first view on this is, it's almost like the vibrational shift of Jupiter is highlighting this overboard stuff, this emotional whoa. It's this emotional wave where it feels like a lot. And then today, actually, with the moon traveling through Libra, remember, your chart ruler is the moon. Wherever the moon goes throughout this cycle is going to show you something about yourself, about your body, your physical condition, your identity. So the moon today in Libra, what's moon in Libra about? It's the emotional state of balance and equilibrium and harmony and peace. But that also comes with friction, especially whenever things are not in balance. So the moon right now is triggering this Pluto point, activating that point. It's also opposing the Mars point. So this can feel like a current, a wave of, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Why would you do that? So it's not just a case of, okay, you're maybe feeling a certain way. If we look to even the seventh house activations, right, the seventh house does represent the other, your partner. They're also feeling a type of way. Maybe that Capricorn influence further highlights that energetic shift for them that is about needing that space for them to think about it or reflect on it, to consider it. Almost like they're running it through their own system of, okay, I'm trying to remain calm in this situation. What are we going to do about this? What I'm sort of highlighting even is that you're both running this process through your own energetic, emotional waves. That's what I'm getting even from the Jupiter in Cancer. It's the waves of emotion. And it feels like a lot, especially because Jupiter is retrograde. So you're kind of running it through yourself and you're going, oh my gosh, I'm spiraling. There's a lot coming through. Okay, even Jupiter retrograde is making a bit of a square to Pluto in your chart. So you're also, I think, to an extent, going to the extremes. What I'm even further getting from this is you're almost blowing this whole thing up into a massive thing. It's like, wow, it's huge. So what I'm going to suggest here is, how can you get yourself to a state of greater, okay, calm yourself? And I know that if you're not very calm right now, and I'm saying that, me saying that is so, it's just not productive. It's not productive. Maybe in this regard, if you are feeling this high intensity, especially because you do have Mars in Aries, perhaps a good way to think about this, or a beneficial thing, could be to get moving, like move this energetic wave, this current through the body, like release it. Then, even the moon being with Pluto right now, there is that release that you can hopefully recognize, to see that whatever the emotional state is for you right now, it's going to pass. It is going to pass. And it is best to discuss this very situation from a place of greater calm, isn't it? Right? Where it's good for both of you to respect, you need your space right now. You've said what it is that you need within the relationship. It's a very moon and Capricorn in the seventh house to do. You've expressed your needs. Now it's up to your partner to think about their own process and to respect that too. Of course, if it becomes more than that, if it becomes a thing of the Pluto stuff of, well, I'm going to push on you and I'm going to be manipulative about this, I'm going to be controlling about this, that's a whole other thing. And that would be something you would need to either work through within yourself if it's coming from you, or if it's coming from them. Naturally, it's about putting yourself into a safer space, right? I'm not trying to say that that is what's happening. I'm just saying that that is a kind of vibrational possibility here with these alignments. So the main thing that I'm trying to get at is to try your very best to bring yourself into the present moment. Okay, it's a wave. Remember that with Jupiter and Cancer. Remember that with Cancer in general, right? The moon. These symbolize fluctuations, right? The tides are constantly in motion. They're constantly changing with Cancer. And so because of that, maybe you can't fully trust what to exactly do in a situation until you're in a place of, okay, it's clear. I think that's even what Capricorn it can support with right now. The vibrational shift of Capricorn, those influences, that can be about, okay, let's be somewhat level about this, and then we can go from there. It's not to say that we invalidate feelings, we minimize them, we say they're not a big deal. Jupiter in Cancer is also saying it's important to share those, to be honest about those. That's where the moral compass is for us collectively as Jupiter's traveling through Cancer. The moral compass of Cancer is safety, is emotional clarity, is emotional understanding. It's recognizing that you have emotional needs, and your emotional needs in this case are to be communicated and felt, well, maybe not necessarily felt, but to be sensibly discussed within your relationships, because of the 7th house activation being relationships right now for you. I hope that was helpful. Let me see. Okay, let me see. I haven't seen this. I'm just seeing this message now. I apologize, Laura. I was reading your chart there. Okay. 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 Like, that's what. Okay, let me see. Yeah. As I said, with those Pluto influences, that's the kind of Pluto vibration I was talking about, right? Coming, I said it could be coming from him. And I was also trying to highlight that in those kinds of situations, that's where you need to consider what your emotional needs are. Yes. Is he going to message you back, and when? See, this is where my views, my shifts to do with how I communicate astrology is quite different today. I cannot give this exact time of when that's going to be. If I think about communication wise, I mean, Mercury, yes, does rule communication, and it is traveling through the 7th house of partnership with Mercury there, and that could be communication from your partner. And maybe there could be some activations that occur in the next coming days, possibly as Mercury maybe opposes Jupiter there. That could be a possibility. But again, I'm basically trying to move away from this super predictive way of seeing astrology, and I'm trying to get people to come into the now, into the present, because that's where the present is, where the truth is. So, yeah, that was your reading, Laura. I hope obviously it gets better for you, and I'm sorry that you're going through a hard time, and I hope that you can find some comfort and that you basically take care of your emotional needs. That's what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm trying to remind you that essentially it's you, right? It's about bringing it back to yourself. Bringing it back to yourself. What is the best solution for you? Instead of worrying about, when's this person going to do this? When's this going to happen? When is that going to happen? How can we get you to a place of security and calm right now? Yeah. Hello to Roxanne. Welcome to you. You have Scorpio rising, Cancer sun, and a Gemini moon. Oh, that's actually the same combo as my partner, interestingly. Yeah, you'll have to let us know how you find that combo. Of course, everyone is very different in how they express their combinations. But anyway, thank you very much, everyone. Thanks for being here. And I appreciate you for booking. Stay well this week. Excuse me. Yes, stay well. And yeah, I'm gonna get going. No, yeah, that's good. That's good, Roxanne. Yes, gonna get going. I hope you all have it's a powerful combo. Interesting. Ah, dear. Yeah, I am going to get going now, and I hope you have a lovely week ahead. Actually, you know what? One final thing I want to say to you, Laura, if you're still there, just if you're still there, seeing as we're trying to focus still on you, do remember that the moon now has moved into Scorpio officially, actually. So whilst this event has kind of accumulated and it's maybe been triggered in some way, shape, or form over the past couple of days, the moon is now in Scorpio and it is opposing a lot of the Taurus over the next 2 to 3 days. So I think all the more reason to try to bring it back to your body and to feel the depth of the waves of the emotions that are coming up for you right now. But maybe also this is highlighting a sense of, okay, well, there's certain things that you cannot fully control. And maybe a part of that process is giving to yourself, right? Nourishing yourself. I know it can be certainly easier said than done, but hey, you know what? It could even be a case of there could be some powerful readjustments that happen within you about love, about connection, about relationships, about what you want, reprioritizing what your needs are in a way, staying true to those, knowing what your convictions are, all of that stuff. Maybe your values are going to come up here. It's like, no, I don't value that. That could be the vibrational wave that you're going to be working with over the next couple of days. But yeah, Laura, as you can see, it's like, I just want to help. I wish this situation was better for you, obviously. You know what I mean? It just sucks, okay? Just sucks. Anyway. You said, Sammy, you're going to be sleeping now. No problem. Well, good night. Okay, I'm definitely going to get going because I've been rambling here. I keep saying bye and then I'm like, no. Okay, I'm definitely going to go. Take care, everybody.